Okay, everybody, it is now 9 o'clock, so we're going to get started on today's masterclass, which is about writing the personal statement. We're going to be taking a look at a few different elements of it, not just writing the personal statement, but also the preparation that should go in beforehand to give you your best draft for it, and also the redrafting process, how to make it better each time that you write it again, and then what you're looking for at the very final draft when you submit it. Now, if you find this lesson useful, as with any masterclass, please do contact Chan on WeChat to arrange a free one-to-one assessment and further lessons if you would like. You can also have these slides if you would find them helpful to review later. Please ask Chan on WeChat and she'll be able to forward them to you. Let's get on with the rest of the lesson. So first, we should really double check the different kinds of personal statements that we're discussing here. So if you're applying for a university in the UK and if you're applying to a university in the US, they have slightly different formats. They both require around a similar amount. So for a UK personal statement at undergraduate level, you're looking at about 500 words, which roughly, actually the specific requirements are 47 lines or 4,000 characters worth of text with spaces, okay, which roughly equates to 500 words. That's for the UK. For the US, it tends to be between 250 to 650 words, and they recommend that at least about 500 to 650 is what you're looking for a personal statement. Now, that's a slight difference in format, but in terms of the way that you write it as well, the UK personal statement is much more academic, and it will focus much more on your achievements, your academic achievements, what you've read, what you want to study, your interest in the subject, whereas the US personal statement already accounts for some of these. The US personal statement is more about who you are as a person. They can already see your academic record from which courses you've taken and from other elements of your application. So for the US, it's more about explaining who you are as a person, what kind of leader that you are, how you would contribute to the community of the university. So just to be aware, a slight difference in these two types of personal statement. If you are applying to both UK and US universities, we would strongly recommend that you have two separate versions. One for the UK, which is more academic focused, one for the US, which is more person focused. Okay, and let's take a look then at the differences between an undergraduate versus a postgraduate personal statement. Now, undergraduate tends to be, well, is one page because you can't fit more than 4,000 characters or 500 words. You can't fit that really over more than one page, and is more focused on your interests. So why you want to study this course at university, why you want to study this subject, and how your school studies have prepared you for it, how your own independent studies prepared you for it. Whereas if you are applying for postgraduate study, you generally will have 2 pages, so you have more space within which to write, and it will be more focused on your studies at undergraduate level, what you have already studied, and how that forms part of your ambition for future study. So for a postgraduate personal statement, you're looking at your undergraduate study, you're also looking at any work experience you've had since leaving your undergraduate studies, and how that forms part of what you want to study next at their university. Lastly, slight difference between personal statement and research proposal. So if you are going for a PhD or a master's, so postgraduate study, you may have to submit a research proposal, depending on the course, depending on the university. And just to make it very clear, these are 2 separate documents. And it might be you're asked to submit both, or it might be you're asked to submit only one. The personal statement is you and your knowledge. The research proposal is your goal and your project and any steps you have taken to achieve that and any future steps you want to achieve. So a slight difference between those 2 as well. Let's move on to the next part.